Movement is the best medicine. It is the best medicine for every single thing in life. I will remember. Here, I will insert a clip from this morning. Week 3, and I don't know how I feel about this because it is just another week and things are getting real. Schoolwork is getting real and I'm just kind of over it, but we'll see. I was in a terrible mood, if you could not tell. I was very much running on no will to do anything, to get anything done. And then throughout my entire day, I went through most of my classes and I was like, don't like this. This is so stupid. This is a waste of my time. I just was not having it. And then I'll insert this clip. Back walking the same hill, probably 12. Not 12. 10 hours later, in a lot better mood. But it's definitely hard to get out of a bad mood. And I think one of the best ways to get out of a bad mood is through movement. Like this morning, I think it was before I took my video, I went for a walk and I felt better. I didn't feel great, but I definitely think some sort of exercise can get you out of the head, because then you don't focus on how bad your day was. You don't focus on anything like that. However, I do think it's a lot easier said than done than to all of a sudden get out of a bad mood just because of exercise, because you can be in a terrible mood when you're doing exercise. But I kind of go back to the same thing of I've never once regretted doing a workout. I've never once thought of, oh my gosh, I wish I didn't work out, because that's just kind of how I feel. And there's a person who walk past and I'm like, nah man. But I think that kind of just doing your own thing is one of the most important things, and remembering that this time's really stressful, and you're gonna feel super stressed out, but all you can really do is just do what you can do. And if that means you have to get up early in the morning to go for a walk to set your day on the right foot, then that's what you have to do. And I think it kind of just sets the tone of finding purpose within your day, even when you don't feel very purposeful. But I think what's really important is remembering that you are you, and 1,000 things could be going on and 1,000 balls could be in the air, and you're not going to be able to perfectly juggle it. And you have to just stick with it. You have to trust that all this is worth it, because you kind of have to believe that. And when you kind of stop believing that, it's when things get a little rough and things get a little dark, and that's never a fun place to be. But I hope you just stay a little longer to experience it. And I was in a lot better mood. The thing that switched it up, the thing that changed my day, was movement. I had a time to swim, and so I swam, and I literally had my mood flipped a whole entire 180. Movement is the best medicine. I will not be able to stress that enough, because your body deserves to be moved. You deserve so many good things in life, and you deserve to fully experience them. Yes, life is tough. Yes, things get heavy. I'm not gonna deny that. I'm not gonna front that life doesn't feel heavy, get hard, and feel like it's absolutely crushing your soul. Not gonna fake it. Will not do that. But the thing that makes it a little bit easier to carry physically, emotionally, and as a whole human, going for a walk, going for a run, swimming, biking. Because your brain, it literally, this is from my experience, it cannot think when the body is moving. Like, your senses are overridden by that thing. Like, when you are feeling that physical pain from lifting that weight, you're like, oh my gosh, this hurts so bad. And then you forget about your problems. Not to say that your problems don't still remain. You just don't see them as a problem anymore. You see them as something you have to get through, something you have to deal with, but it is not your entire being. You kind of refocus and recenter yourself on yourself. And I think that's one of my favorite things about movement, and is truly why I started my club. And being able to give that to other people is probably one of the best things and the funnest things that I could do. Me and my friend, we have been going like since the beginning of school, and then last week they were sick, and then this week we kind of got back on the horse. It is Monday, and so we got back on the horse because they were sick, and I was like, yo, do not push your body. It is not worth it. And so we did leg day today. And this is at night, and I love ending my day on. I love starting my morning and ending my day with some type of movement. It's just a way that it's just refreshing. And we did legs, and there's so much laughter and joy and good vibes spread. And I think that is one of the best things that you can give to another person while still giving yourself that time and that freedom and that love to be able to give to yourself. Because you and I experience so many hard things during the day. You and I feel so deeply, and that is one of the downsides of feeling so deeply, is that you feel all the stress, that you feel every single thing, but sometimes you have to learn when to compartmentalize, and sometimes you need to know when you have to release it. And being able to move your body, being able to be active, is probably one of the best things that you can do, and it's the best medicine that you can have. Like, I don't know personally all of the scientific benefits of it, but I've heard from other people on YouTube that different hormones and things in your body are released when you work out, when you have movement, and they're natural and they're not artificial. And like, you can do movement whenever, wherever. You can go for a 5-minute walk. You can go for something during your day. You can have a little bit of movement to step away from your work, if you're allowed to, and then come back and jump back in and feel refreshed. And yes, it's annoying because it feels so heavy, and you're like, man, that walk was so nice. I don't want to be in this office, this classroom. All these walls are so confining. But you have to remember that you can't let these physical barriers, physical boundaries, bound your soul, bound who you are. Because you're more than that. You and I are more than our job, our school, our family at times, if you're in that stage of life. And being able to realize that you are more than what is visually here and what you are spiritually, or as a being, or as a person, or being a soul, or just you as a living human being. You are so much more than anything that any other person can see. And when you can be able to show that to people, because you finally are loving yourself, you are finally giving yourself what you need through movement, through love, through self-care, through whatever, you can show up for those people in your life when you are ready. You can be the best version of yourself when you take care of yourself. Movement is one of the best medicines of living. And I think it's been very promoted now with knowledge and the scientific research that we do have, that activity once a day, even if it's a little walk, does have long-term benefits. I genuinely believe a 10-minute walk is better than no walk, and a 5-minute walk is better than no walk. And you literally just getting off the couch, walking around your house, is better than just complacently sitting wherever. Some movement is better than no movement at all, period. Even if that means just getting off the couch, stretching, and then sitting back down, or it's just you being on the couch and stretching your muscles, each individual muscle, that's better than not doing anything. And I think we need to remember that something is better than nothing, because there's a lot of an all or nothing mentality, and you have to go all in 5 days a week, 7 days a week in the gym. You gotta do it, you gotta do it, you gotta do it. And if you don't go one day, you fell off the horse and you can't go again. No, that's not how it works. It's all about showing up for you. Doesn't matter what you do, how long you do it for. It's that you go and take the initiative and take the discipline and the grit to go and do something and then come back. And to trust yourself is that you build that trust within yourself to be able to go do something. That you build a habit of trusting yourself to do something that you wouldn't regularly do. I love this example. I love thinking about making your bed in the morning. Who makes their bed in the morning? Because I love making my bed in the morning. It just starts my day off perfectly. It's like, yo, when I come back, my sheets are made, my blankets are tucked in, everything is perfect. It's kind of the control freak in me, but it's one thing that I did, and it starts my day off day on the right foot. And when you can do something that small repetitively repeated, then you can maybe vacuum once a week, maybe, or every other week, or once a month. Take some time to do something that you wouldn't normally do and build that habit. Because all a routine is saying, I do this for myself habitually. That's literally all that it is, if you think about it. Because it takes, I've said this before in many videos, it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. Some habits are easier to break than others, while others are easier to make than others. And if you can do something so small, you can do anything that you want. And you showing up to the gym once a week for 3 weeks, you tell yourself, Emma, I'm gonna go to the gym once a week every Wednesday and walk 10 minutes. Good. Or you do something small and go every other day. Or I don't know, whatever blank you can do for yourself is all that matters. Because that truly, it indicates to your mind that you are strong, that you are willing, and that you are disciplined. You don't have to go to the gym and become an all-engulfed person that goes 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours a week. You can go for 10. Start small. Because that's not maintainable. You can't just go all 0 to hero. You have to have baby steps. Babies don't run. They fall. They crawl, or they wiggle around, and then they crawl, and then they walk and stumble, and then they fall, and then they learn how to walk. And that takes them, I don't know how long that is, but it takes hot seconds, not day and night. And you can't expect that for others. Oh, this one. You are like a baby at the very beginning of anything, okay? You have to give yourself the grace that you would give a baby. Listen, when you see a baby walking for the first time, you're like, oh my gosh, good job, keep coming, come on. You're like, yeah, you're not like, why can't you walk, you stupid baby? Why can't you walk? You like encourage it because you're the baby, not it. You encourage the baby because it's new, it's brand new to walking. And you don't go like, oh, you silly baby, why did you fall? Ha ha ha. Like you don't laugh at the baby. You're like, it's okay, baby, you can get up, and you help them back up. You have to do the same thing for yourself. You can't just be super hard on yourself just because you don't go to the gym perfectly, or that you don't do X for yourself every single day or every other day, or fill in the blank. You don't do that. And when you don't do that thing that you said that you would, give yourself grace and do it the next day. Simple as that. You and I have 24 hours in the day. Most of it's sleeping, maybe. But you can't be too hard on yourself because you're not that way towards a baby. And just know that it's okay. It's okay to fall off the horse. It's okay that you aren't absolutely perfect and that you can't show up for yourself every single day of the year. That's not possible. You're not human then. And I want you to know things take time. Life takes time. And that the way that you can help yourself slowly is just by doing something for yourself. Whether it's movement, whether it's self-love, self-care, anything. Just do it for you because you deserve it. You don't need any other reason other than you deserve it. Food for thought.